Okay, it's one of those moments when I once more got to put some light into the darkness for a few people out there. I received a number of private messages from some individuals who, for the purposes of this particular friendly video, will remain anonymous. And there's this perpetual recurring theme, and I've answered this on so many occasions, it really is starting to get a bit on the repetitive side, if you get my drift. Now, there are some people who are very religious, and they make things called unfalsifiable claims, namely they claim that a certain thing is true. They may do so aggressively, they may use illogical tactics, and essentially the things that they're talking about, which they claim to be 110% true, as it turns out, are not 110% true in accordance with what the scientific methodology which they think these things can be defined under. When someone says to me, on one video you seem to say that demons exist, and on another video you seem to say that demons don't exist, which one is it? First and foremost, there is no way, scientifically, that we can say that any form of spiritual entity actually has some form of actual objective existence. We just can't do that. The only thing we've got to go by is the occasional strange experiences. We can say, on the basis of personal experience, what appears to be the apparent cause, namely certain forms of meditative or altered state of consciousness practices, as well as religious exercises such as prayer, meditation, ceremony, and ritual. All we can do is to lay down what appears to be the method to make some strange experiences occur, and leave everything else up to experimentation and or speculation. That is it. That is all we can do. Full stop. Finito. Okay? I can say that there's some strange experiences which can occur. I can try and define them in accordance with some forms of traditions or definitions which people use in popular consciousness or popular parlance to a certain degree. But I also have to state that it is totally and utterly unsure that we can say that these things exist or not. Even the Aleister Crowley actually says that, these things, we don't know whether they exist or not. All we can do is to say what seems to have occurred. So no, I'm not going to talk to you like a dogmatic religious individual and say that these things exist 110% and we should all be afraid of them. Why? Because that would be wrong, and it would be thoroughly inappropriate. And anyone who does so is basically not very good at the subject, basically. They don't really know what they're talking about, and they are just straightforward plain wrong. I want to encourage people to have these strange experiences. Yes, I don't want them to go crazy, and I want people to be rational. Is that too much to ask?